All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come day in and day out, week in and week out, to prophesy the downfall of America. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We come out here to wake the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians up. Through identity, nationality. Let you know you're supposed to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We also come out to condemn you heathens, man. You other wicked heathen nations that have been savages and was set up to be wicked and be judged in these last days. All right.
No.
All right. We come out to condemn this wicked holiday, Thanksgiving. Just to let you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians know that this is a day that you're not supposed to be celebrating. It's just like any other holidays that the Most High didn't set up for our people. Right? This message is only for one race of people, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. We come out here to let you guys know. If you don't know, World War III has already started. It's already started, and America will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, right? As prophesied in the scriptures. Right, so it's best that our people, you so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, repent, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, have faith in who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, and that way you may be delivered, right, in these last days. Right, so go ahead and bring that up.
John, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Right, so I don't know what you people think, but the Most High has a problem with America. Right, well, everybody wants to walk around here and celebrate Thanksgiving and wicked, these Christmas and your New Year's and all these different holidays that America promotes. The Most High has a problem with this place. The Most High is not blessing America. The Lord is getting ready to destroy America with Russia, North Korea, China, and Iran by thermonuclear destruction. All right. So the Lord has a controversy with this place, man. With the inhabitants of this place, the people who run this place. Right. Go ahead, up.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
Right. They don't teach the real reason Thanksgiving came about. There's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. All right. What's the real reason that Thanksgiving came about? Was it just pilgrims and natives, coming together over a meal? No, that's not what it was about. That's not what it was about. Over 56 million Native American Indians murdered. 56 million, around, just a rough estimate, which is still a high number. 56 million Native American Indians murdered, starting with women and children, by the English, man. Europeans, by the Edomites. No, they're known as the Edomites in the scriptures. Massacred, right? Over 500 treaties broken, right? And even before the English came, the Spaniards were already here, right? The Spanish was here, and other European nations was coming to so-called the New World to conquer different parts of this continent, man. They're bringing the Negroes over here to serve slavery, right? And they were colonizing and destroying the Northern Kingdom. All right, so there's nothing. Our people, you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, should have no part in celebrating anything that has to do with any of these American holidays, man. These days were set up as a slap in the face, as an offense toward our people, man. All right, so there's no truth, nor knowledge, nor mercy in the land. Go ahead, Art.
God, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery they break out, and blood toucheth blood.
Right? So by lying, stealing, killing, that's exactly what had to take place in order for this country to be obtained by the so-called English, man, by the Europeans, man. Right? Right? That's exactly what happened. Killing, stealing, robbing, lying. They wrote what you call the Mayflower Compact, which was a contract, or it was call it a treaty, that was written up by the English, awarding themselves certain parts of America. So they were supposed to have came to Virginia first, but they ended up going to Cape Cod or Plymouth up in Massachusetts, and conquering Maine, in Connecticut, in Rhode Island. They wrote themselves a treaty, and they awarded themselves land that already belonged to somebody else. All right? So that goes into coveting fields and lusting after something wasn't theirs. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Right? So the Most High said that this land will mourn, and it is in mourning now. And this land is going to mourn more. You got famines coming, race wars coming, right? Total destruction is coming to this place, man. It's already being destroyed, man. America's already being broken down. You see the murder rate increasing. You see violence increasing, right? Get that in Proverbs really, really quickly, 29 verse 16. Right? What do you think is going to happen when a land is established and stolen and taken, and then now you have cities built on top of these places where there was murder? Right, you have cities built on top of graves. All right, it's just going to continue to perpetuate murder, killing, robbing, stealing, and that's all we see going on in America. That's all we see, 24/7, nothing but death, man, wickedness, round the clock, because it was established on wickedness. Well, that's what we're persuading you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian not to take part in these holidays, man. Not to take part in anything America has to give you that's going to lead to your destruction, right? Such as drugs, right? I mean, and the list goes on, man. All right? So go ahead on.
Con, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth.
All right, so the Most High said, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases. And that's exactly what happened when the English came over here, right? They begin to multiply. Wickedness begins to increase. Sin begin to increase. All right, and that's what we see going on today. What we see going on today. Wickedness and transgression still multiplying in the earth because of the way this place was founded. I got Mike.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 2. And they covet fields.
Does anybody know what it means when the scriptures say that they covet fields? Right? Covet means to strongly desire. Field is talking about a land, right? Whether it be a country, a city, a house, a culture, heritage. This is what the Edomites have done. They've coveted fields, man. They've coveted America. They've coveted Europe. They've went into places that don't belong to them, and they've conquered these lands by murder, right? When they covet fields, go ahead up.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
All right, and that's what happened with America. They was taken by violence, right? It was taken by violence, by the Edomites, right? The Edomites are the Europeans, man, the Caucasians. Those are the Edomites. The Edomites are those people in the scriptures, right? They take them by violence. They're the wicked, man, the violent, right? The people who can't be happy with their own portion. They have to take everybody else's portion, plus some. Go ahead, Art.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Right, go ahead.
So they oppress a man and his house,
Right,
even a man and his heritage.
right. So the Native American Indians, which are the Gadites, the Reubenites, right? Their heritage was taken from them, and they've been oppressed, and they're still being oppressed, right? Why is November Native American or Indigenous People Heritage Month? Why is November Indigenous Heritage Month? It makes no sense. And then you have Thanksgiving as one of the main holidays or holidays that's celebrated in November. But they've given this day over to the so-called indigenous people of America. Right? So they've oppressed the Native American Indians, and they've taken their heritage, and they've taken their fields, and they've massacred them and destroyed them. All right? All right? English originally came over here to so-called trade resources with the natives, right? Well, what they didn't tell you is they brought diseases over, right? Typhus, and cholera, right? And measles, and smallpox. These are diseases that are skin-eating disease. These are not light diseases. These are skin-eating disease, rashes, right? And virus, bacteria, fungus, and infectious diseases that the English brought over to the Native American Indians, right? On those boats that the English was traveling on over to the Americas, half of those so-called pilgrims died on the way over because they were so sick. So they made the boat into a damn makeshift hospital and let them die on the boat. Right? Threw them overboard, got on the boat, and then sailed back to England. Right? So that's what the English brought over. They brought over diseases first. Right? We named just a few. Right? But go ahead, 2 verse 5. Yeah.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Right? How was America built? Was it built with righteousness? The Lord said, woe, meaning death, destruction unto the people or the race of people, which are the Caucasians, that have built the town with blood, man. They built America with blood. Right? They didn't reward, get Jeremiah 22, verse 13 now. What did they give the Native American Indians, the Negroes, the Hispanics for building up America? What did they give our people? They didn't give us anything. Drugs, death, jail cells. That's what was given to the Israelites, man, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. That's what we were given for building America up, man. Death, jail cells, and guns, and drugs, man. And bad air, and bad food. I mean, and the list goes on. And diseases, and crafty counsel took it on our. I mean, what did they didn't give us? They gave us destruction, right? But go ahead, bring that up real quick, guys.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse 12. But he shall die in the place. Verse 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and give him not for his work.
All right, the Most High said, death and destruction to the race of people that buildeth the town by unrighteousness and useth his neighbor's service without wages, man. Without wages. Right? They didn't give the Israelites anything, man, for their labor, for their service. We're still building up the monuments here in Babylon, like the SoFi Stadium, the Forum, the Crypto Stadium, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. We build these monuments, man. We have the gift and the blessing and the expertise from the Most High to be able to endure the danger that comes with building up these monuments for you heathens to enjoy here in Babylon, man. And it's all going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be destroyed. Get that in Baruch 4:31, Bubba the Shop. Right? This place is going to be destroyed for the way that the Lord's people were treated in the land of their captivity. And the people that that have laid a hand on the Israelites, God's chosen people, will be recompensed with slavery. They will be recompensed with what they have given out, and that's called righteous judgment. Those are facts, right? Right. Go ahead, bring that out.
God.
4:31.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve.
Right. Go ahead, huh?
Miserable is she that received thy sons.
So miserable are these heathens, man. Miserable is America, man. Right? That have received the Israelites and used them for their service without paying them, without recompensing them for the labor or the work of their hands. All right. So miserable are these cities that the Israelites serve. Go ahead.
For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude. Verse 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Right. So the nations, the Edomites, the people who run this country, right? They are satisfied with the Israelites being in the lowest state. The Most High said that's going to be recompensed back unto them. Go ahead.
Baruch 4 and 34. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
Right, so America is this great city that you guys love, man, that you call America, which is known as Babylon, the daughter of Babylon in the scriptures, in the holy scriptures. The Lord said He's going to take away your pride, man. Right, because pride is just a sense of self-accomplishment. Right, so the Lord's going to take that unrighteous pride away. He's going to take it away. Go ahead, Art.
Done. For fire shall come upon her.
Read that again, Art. For what, Art?
For fire shall come upon her.
The Lord said fire is going to come upon America. For you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Right? You got to wake up, man. The Lord said fire shall come upon her. That her is talking about the cities that we built up. Starting here with America. Go ahead, Art.
For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
All right. So that's what's going on in America. America has been inhabited by devils. By get a Revelation 18, public show. 18 and 2. Right? We know who those devils are, man. We know the race of people that possess the attributes of demons and devils.
It's not Saturday.
That's right. It hurts somebody, man. Right? But go ahead, Revelation 18 and 2.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils,
Right.
and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, so you got demons and devils hiding, right? In these, you got demonic spirits hiding in these vessels, man, walking around Babylon, right? That's what's going on. And hateful and unclean animals, man. Speaking about people, man, unrighteous vessels, man, and wickedness, man. And the wickedness that's being committed here in America, that's allowed to be committed here in America. That's why the scriptures say Babylon the Great is fallen. America has fallen. There's nothing, there's no hope. There's nothing to look forward to for you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. The Most High says to bring your mind out of this place, man. We continue on up.
Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, America's wickedness have spread through the four corners of the earth. It's talking about all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. It's talking about philosophies, ideology, religions. It's talking about lies and wickedness, man, have spread through the four corners of the earth. Right? Sexual immoral. One more time. Acts and deeds. Immoral acts and deeds. The what? Right? Sexual immorality has spread through the four corners of the earth. right? Murder, right? And again, America has a laundry list of wickedness. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. And that's so America will be destroyed.
Okay, behind y'all, man.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Right, so how was the Native American Indian spoiled? Who spoiled them? You know, it always goes back to the Edomites, man. Spoiling many nations. Right, and that's what this day is about, man. The Edomites spoiling the Gadites. The Edomites spoiling the Judites, the Israelites, man. All 12 tribes. And there's a day that people actually take food and kindle a fire and make sacrifice, right? And make sacrifice to give honor to the destruction of the Native American Indians, man. The Gadites, man, our brothers, man. Again, along with the so-called Negro and Hispanic. Go ahead, Ak.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the cities, and of all that dwell therein.
All right, go ahead.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house.
Right, and that's what Esau did, man. Right, you Europeans, man, you coveted evil to your own heritage. Right, you coveted robbery, murder, so you have to pay for those things. You have to pay for 56 million Native American Indians being slaughtered. You have to pay for over 100 so-called Negroes being killed by your hands. Right? And on and on and on. You have to pay for these crimes. But instead of that, you set up a holiday so you can honor the destruction of the so-called Native American Indians, man.
It's almost like because Edom does this, and they got to pay for it, but they still look at Israel like, you still owe us stuff. You still owe us. As the government.
Yeah. Right?
Crazy.
Yep. You know, finish that out and then get English fine.
God. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right. So you took the country, you so-called stole this country. Right. You stole this country with evil and wickedness, and then you set yourself on high. Right, go ahead.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days.
Right, this is coming out of the scriptures, man. The Lord said he hates and despises the feast days, right? Any wicked feast days or the feast days that he didn't give, he hates and despises this day, man. Read that again from the top.
I despise your feast days.
Uh-huh.
And I
want to say this real quick. A lot of you so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indians, a lot of you heathens, man, will actually pray. You actually go and pray over your food, man. It's a joke. Well, the scriptures tell you that the Most High hate and he's also despise, abhors these feast days, man. Go ahead,
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Go ahead.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings,
right,
I will not accept them.
Right? The Most High is not hearing these prayers that you're praying over when you're praying over these turkeys, when you're praying over the table, when you're holding hands with your family members. The Most High said he hates and despises them. He said he won't hear them, nor will he smell them. Smell the scent coming from the wicked feast. Right? Go ahead up.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Right? So the Most High hates these things, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 15. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you.
Right? You so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you heathens, you other nations. When you pray over your food, man, your wicked feast, right? Commemorating the slaughter of the so-called Native American Indians, which are the Israelites. The Lord said when you spread forth your hands to pray over that wicked meal, the Most High is not hearing that. He's not hearing that. Go ahead, Art.
And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you.
Right?
Yea, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear.
All right, the Most High said when you make many prayers, he's not hearing that, man. So then if the Most High is not hearing that, who are you praying to, man? You're praying to the God of this world, which is the Edomite, which is the elite, which is set up by man. Go ahead, Art.
When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood.
All right, and that's exactly how this holiday came about, man. Murder. Right? Murdering women, innocent women and children. And you take food and then you set a fire to it, and then you pray over it, right, to Satan. And then you thank Satan, and you give reference to a massacre. Right? Numbers 35, 33. So the Most High is not dealing with that, and the Most High you will catch judgment, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, for celebrating wicked Thanksgiving. You will catch judgment for celebrating wicked Christmas, wicked New Year's, wicked birthdays. Right? All of this American, these so-called American holidays set up, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you will be recompensed the work of your hands. Get that in Isaiah 3 and 11 real quick. The Most High he's not letting you go, man. So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you will be recompensed for what you do here in your captivity. Go ahead, Art.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 11. Woe unto the wicked! It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
Right? So our people, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you will receive the reward or the works of your hands, whether it be good or whether it be bad. And a lot of it is going to be in wickedness. A lot of our people's works are sinful, man. A lot of our people's work, the work of their hands, it's in transgression. Go ahead.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Right? The children, now the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, the children are running the household now. And then the women are ruling over the children, where the Lord set the order as for the man, the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian man, we're supposed to be ruling over our houses, setting the house in order. Then the woman, then the children. But the women are now over the children, and the children are oppressing the whole house, telling the parents what they will do and what they're not going to do. Because you Negro, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, you guys have left the laws of the Most High and replaced that with a religion that the so-called white man is giving you. Right? Go ahead, Art.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to error and destroy the way of thy path.
And that's talking about all it's talking about these religions, it's talking about the parenting of our people, these so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indians. Our people are in error, man. Right? The people that are leading our people is the so-called American government. Didn't you know, don't you Negroes and Hispanics know you're not supposed to put another nation of people over you to rule over you and make decisions for you? You're supposed to put a person that comes from your own nation. Meaning you're not supposed to look to another nation for any type of assistance, for any type of guidance. You're supposed to look to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave our people, you so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. And again, there's judgment for not keeping the laws. You will be penalized for not keeping the laws. Right? But go ahead, continue on.
Come on. Verse 13. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people.
All right, so the Lord is going to enter into judgment with you Negro, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, starting with the man first. Starting with the elder man first. Down to the from the grandfather, down to the father, down to the young man, the son. Go ahead, Ak.
With the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof. For ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your houses.
All right. So this is Numbers 30. Right.
You want to know?
Yeah, go bring that up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land
Right.
wherein ye are.
Right. So this is the judgment on the Edomites, man. Right. It's talking about the Caucasian race who have raped, robbed, and murdered and destroyed. Right. The Native American Indians, and you go over to the West Coast. You go to here. Right. You got the so-called Mexicans, the Salvadorians, the Puerto Rican. They were destroyed with the conquistadores, the Spaniards. Right. A lot of innocent blood was poured out on and where we're standing at right now. And you had the Negroes that were brought over here on slave ships against their will. A lot of their blood was spilled out building this place up. Right? So how do you cleanse the land up, right? You cleanse the land up 3 ways. By fire, water, or blood. And the Lord's going to make these judgments happen in the last days. Go ahead, huh?
Come on. For blood, it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's the law on how you cleanse the land when innocent blood defiles that land. Right? That's the law on how you cleanse the land, right? The blood that shed that blood to defile the land has to be shed. All right? That being said,